What if I told you that you could do more work in less time? More work done faster, more productive days, so that you can move on to other tasks quicker. You can achieve more in a day. What I'm talking about is flow state. You must enter the flow state if you want to be able to do this. This is otherwise known as deep work, especially in the self-improvement industry. Well, what is the flow state or deep work? The flow state, it's when you're in the zone. It is the most ultimate type of presence. It's the most presence absolutely anyone will experience. You do not know the time. You do not sense any hunger or any urge to go to the toilet. Pause. You do not think of absolutely any past you don't think of the past. You don't think of any memories, any fantasies. You do not think of the future or any anticipations. You only think of what you are doing. This allows you to focus the absolutely most you ever will. You become so immersed in your activity and in whatever you're doing. Well, how can I enter the flow state? You must bear in mind that you can apply the concept of the flow state, deep work, to absolutely any activity. I think this is overlooked, and I need to spread this message out, because many people think when I say deep work, they might think of reading, of studying, but you can apply this to the gym. You can apply this to your sport, your Saturday job. Just follow these steps I'm going to tell you and you'll be able to apply it to anything. Now, step 0 is to obviously do something you're interested in. Do something you enjoy, right? Otherwise, you might feel stressed, you're going to be bored, and it's just going to be harder to focus. Why would you want to be doing something you hate? All right, number 1. Remember, step 0 is very important. But number 1, step 0 is like a mandatory. Number 1, these are also very important. Number 1 is to optimize your environment. Get rid of any distractions, all right? Put your phone in Narnia. Put it on Do Not Disturb. Clean your working environment. Make it minimalistic, all right? Just reduce the distractions. Number 2 is to set a goal. This gives a challenge and makes it easier due to the added purpose. For example, set a challenging but achievable goal, such as a certain amount of time or work you want to complete. My example is that I always set myself a 30-minute timer when I'm reading a scientific book and taking notes. Sometimes I set a timer of 1 hour and I'm able to do a deep work for 30 minutes or 1 hour. Not many people can do deep work or even do deep work for 30 minutes or an hour a day. Now, I'm not saying I'm above everyone, but I'm saying that people are distracted so easily these days and their attention spans are very, very low. Now, it would be very, very useful for you if you were to practice deep work, because you would obviously, like I said already, be able to do more in less time. And when I'm doing my deep work, when I set my goal, I tell myself I will focus as much as possible and I'll retain as much information as possible. Setting the goal is very important. It gives you that reason to jump over any hurdles that you may encounter. Now, here is a graph of portraying the importance of giving yourself a challenging task. If you have a lower ability level and you may feel anxious, start with a lower challenge level and practice it consistently and gradually load up the difficulty and the time you work for. Now, if you do still actually feel anxious, and you're just not really enjoying it as much, even though you know you like the subject, you need to devote a little time every single day or two to meditation. Meditation helps you practice to deal with any thoughts, worries, and to build mindfulness. Now, remember every time you do deep work to appreciate the beautiful opportunity you have to do deep work, to practice deep work, to build your high attention span so you can focus more, so you can become more productive. Now, I touched on mindfulness, meditation and mindfulness. This is very, very important once you want to sort of strive above average and maybe top 10, top 1% of people who focus, of people who study, of literally just the general population. If you can meditate every single day, you are going to be able to build more mindfulness. And remember, step 1 was to optimize your environment. You are not going to be able to optimize your environment in every single situation that you will encounter. For example, in school, you may be in a class of 30 children. Not all of those 30 children will be doing deep work too. Some may be talking, some may be distracting you. Therefore, if you can practice mindfulness, you will be able to maintain the flow state for a longer amount of time. You'll be able to just maintain it no matter what if a distraction comes, because you're going to be you'd have practiced the ability to let thoughts pass and let them go and just focus on the important things, on the presence. Yeah, that is why you should practice that mindfulness, just in case your environment cannot be optimized, and it is guaranteed that will happen in the future. Like in the gym, maybe distractions, there may be people, there may be loud kids. Mindfulness, meditation, it's a habit you must be doing if you want to really help yourself and extend the amount of deep work you can do. So that is how you can be as productive as possible. Enjoy your flow state and your more productive days. And remember to accept, adapt, and overcome. By the way, that graph, it's not my graph. I'll link the graph in the description. And yeah, I'm just spreading the information to you. It's a bit of evidence. Some clever scientist made it. And yeah, it's real science, that.